Yo, what's up? Thick Filet with another Zane build for you guys today. I'm going to be showing you guys what I like to call Bruce Zane. This build is going to take advantage of the insane DPS of the Night Flyer, the Batman weapon Easter egg. This gun's absolutely nuts. You'll be melting zealots and tanks while flying through the air like the Dark Knight himself. Before I get into the build, I'm doing a giveaway for PC players. I'll be giving away 3 recurring hex grenades, so if you want to find out how to enter, just stick around till the end of the video. Hey, just a quick interruption. I edited this whole video and rendered the whole thing, and then I watched it back and realized I didn't leave a spot to put the skill trees. So I'm just going to put up the skill trees for a second, pause the video if you want to copy it, but keep watching for the explanations. So, the Night Flyer. A gun with an absolute insane amount of DPS. But what's the key to unlocking its potential? This is seemingly a burst fire rate gun, but while you're jumping through the air, it turns into a fully automatic monster. This gun has one rule though, it does not kill, just like Bruce Wayne. But guess what guys, we're not Bruce Wayne, we're Bruce Zane. But we're gonna get around this rule in some cool ways. We're running the Cold Warrior class mod. This thing has been overlooked by many of the bigger YouTubers, not going to name any names, but when we freeze our enemies, we're going to be applying elemental dots to them. Dot meaning damage over time. That way, when we put some pellets into our enemy heads, getting them down to 1 HP and freezing them, that elemental dot will finish them right off. I'm also running an electric banjo. This thing gives every bullet a 20% chance to electrocute enemies and arc that damage to other nearby enemies as well. It'll also buff our grenades, our drone's grenades, electric dots applied to frozen enemies, and that sneaky point and trick of the light. Pretty much it's just another way to finish off that 1 HP the Night Flyer will leave them at. As we all know, Batman's fast and strong. So we'll be running some great skills that highlight those qualities exactly. Violent speed, violent momentum, synchronicity. We got tons of speed and strength here. And with that Cold Warrior class mod putting synchronicity up to 9 points total, you'll see some of the damage we can put out when we have both our gadgets up. We'll also be playing the Nighthawk in. This SMG is just like our sidekick Nightwing, and this thing packs one hell of a punch. Freezing enemies during the day, melting them at night, this SMG will absolutely shred through shield, armor, and especially health bars. Now, this build was inspired by and focuses on the Night Flyer, but I really just couldn't help but to pull this thing out every time I got a chance. I would run out of SMG ammo because I just love using this gun so much. You know Bruce Zane has gears and gadgets, so we're going to need more than just our barrier and drone. We've got 2 awesome T-Duer weapons also hanging from our utility belts. First, the absolute tank of a shotgun, the Horizon. This thing packs a punch harder than the Hellwalker, and it won't let any bad guys escape either. Every time you go to reload, you can shoot to create a singularity that pulls all enemies in and then explodes. So, to complete our weapon set, our final one is the Fire Sail Long Musket, a walking, talking flamethrower you can pull out when enemies get way too close to you. Or you can just throw a ton of these down to do the dirty work for you. Now, I just want to highlight a couple other skills that are important to the build. Salvation. This will make us into a blood-sucking bat. This skill is so important to these run-and-gun Zane builds in my opinion, so I've got the full 5 points. This will allow you to keep up the pressure without having to back off. Always run this skill, it's a must. You can see in some of these clips my health bar just yo-yoing up and down. Playing dirty. This is another overlooked skill, and I think it's because people don't really understand its use. I think this is a must when playing Zane freeze builds. Every time this activates, that's an extra projectile being shot out to trigger brain freeze. Most people just look at this as a skill that's useful with Jacob's weapons or snipers, which it is also useful with. But this really shines at making sure that those bandits stay frozen. So you may have noticed that shotguns and mashers are great for triggering brain freeze. That's because they put multiple projectiles at once into crit spots, and that's what playing dirty is for. Finally, I just have to mention Synchronicity again. We've got 9 points in the skill. This is the absolute best damage skill Zane has in his arsenal. When both action skills are out, we're getting a whopping extra 72% damage on top of activating all of our kill skills. So this is what's going to help you deal that extra damage to clear through enemies super fast. I'm also running a recharger shield. This shield is just great at comboing with adrenaline and confident competence. By keeping our shields full, we'll get our action skills ready sooner and a 20% weapon boost. As for our action skills, I mentioned it once earlier, we're running the drone and the barrier. So, our drone will be equipped with the radiation and shock augments. These will apply elemental dots to our enemies all the time. Every enemy we come up against will constantly be having elemental damage done to them. Sometimes I'll turn around to look at an enemy I haven't even shot at yet, and his entire shield bar is missing. Plus, it'll slow them all while boosting our speeds. Onto our barrier. The all-rounder is a must in Mayhem 3. There's so many rockets whizzing around, you really can't play the game without this. I love comboing this with the detainment field. You'll put yourself right in a little bubble that'll stagger enemies rushing you, and you'll be able to dip in and out of the stone, keeping all the enemies at bay. That's it for the build this week, guys. I'll be going over the giveaway in just a second, but please don't forget to hit that like button, drop a sub if you want more Zane content. I've still got some awesome different builds planned, along with a tips and tricks video coming soon. I see a lot of Zane players making a couple mistakes and pairing things that don't go together well, along with some gear that doesn't go with their build either. I said I was going to be doing a giveaway at the beginning of this video, so I'll be giving away a radiation recurring hex, a cryo recurring hex, and a shock mervtacular hex. To enter, like this video, sub to the channel, turn on notifications, and comment your favorite Batman ever. Whether it was the amazing Dark Knight, my favorite, Adam West from back in the day is cool too, or even Ben Affleck, I won't judge you. But also comment what element grenade you want to win. I'll be announcing winners in my next video, so keep an eye out to see if it's you. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, I'm whoever Gotham needs me to be.